expectation for you to step in right away and be a big difference maker on this team with as much firepower Xavier lost in the front line? How much are you looking forward to stepping in and being a big part of this team right away?
I had a year to sit out and work on my game and learn the system here. I'm super excited about getting ready to play with the guys. I'm really looking forward to stepping into my role. I'm excited about the pressure and the weight on my shoulders. Like I said, I'm looking forward to it.
The reputation you have is you're a rebound machine on the block. Is that something you kind of accept, like that kind of description of your game?
Yes, sir. I mean, I definitely agree with it. I look for, obviously, defensive rebounding, but even easy points on the offensive end and as far as going to the offensive glass and things like that. So I definitely like to think of myself as a pretty good rebounder.
Malcolm, this is your third school in your college career. What's it been like learning Xavier's system in the short time that you've been here since you just came on this summer?
It's been very interesting, just catching the flow and things like that. Learning from RaShid, and because he's been here a year, and Ed and JP on the fly. They've been teaching me outside of like Coach Mack and the staff, and so I've been getting better and better every day, just learning the system. So it's been pretty good.
Is it a difficult system?
I think if you put the extra time in to learn it, then it'll come to you very easily, But if you just go about it in a very nonchalant way, it'll come. It'll probably be hard for you.
Does the fact that a lot of guys when they step into the system as freshmen, they only learn one spot purposely, so it's easier.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be expected to be in different spots, kind of,
Mm-hmm.
when your role. Is it hard to learn multiple spots at the same time?
It can be very challenging because the spots all have different things that they do, but I came here to experience a challenge, and because I'm so up to the challenge, it's not as hard, because I put an emphasis on learning each spot and doing it to the best of my abilities every time I step on the floor. So therefore, it's not that tough.
Malcolm, you've also come in as someone that can help with the rebounding. What do you think you bring most to this team this year?
I think I'm going to bring experience, leadership, rebounding. I'm going to be able to score, pretty much like a do-it-all guy. That's my specialty, just doing everything that the team asks of me, and being a stat stuffer.
You obviously had an idea of what this roster looked like and the talent that was on this team. When you stepped on campus and started playing with these guys, what were your impressions of just what Xavier basketball has and now that you're joining as far as talent and ability?
I thought we were pretty talented, and I thought the guys played really hard, and everybody did things very well. And I just thought that I just had to find a way to complement these guys in order to make us better as a team. And that's what I've been building on trying to do since I've gotten here, just trying to find a way to find my role, see where I fit in at, to help us be successful.
RaShid, how's Tyreek coming along?
Tyreek's doing an amazing job. He's an extremely hard worker, easy learner. He's picking up on our concepts and everything, so he's definitely going to be a really good player for Xavier.
RaShid, have you guys been able to work out in the new weight room?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, Monday was our first day working out in there.
And you obviously worked on the last one last year, so what do you think of the new one?
The new one is amazing. It's a lot of new equipment in there. Obviously, everything's brand new. It just looks more vibrant, and it's a really good vibe. Obviously, Coach Jennings is a really good strength coach, so, he's excited about the new weight room. We're excited about it, and it's nice.
Pete, how hungry are you to play? It's been a while.
Sitting out for a year, I'm super excited and super hungry to play. Like I told Miss Russell last week, I've been dying to play for over a year now. Sitting out really made me appreciate the game, though. It made me be able to learn some new things and sit back. But I can't wait to get back on the court with the guys, though.
Are you guys, either of you, participating in anything at Must Be Here Madness, like the extra contest, I guess, three-point shooting or dunk,
I'm not sure. We haven't really went over that yet. I'm trying to be a candidate for the 3-point, so hopefully you guys will see me in that one.
Weak.
Did you guys know that JP won the dunk contest last year?
Yes, ma'am.
So I've been told.
Does that surprise you at all?
I would say it surprised me a little bit, but at the same time, it doesn't surprise me because JP has so much like swagger, and he has so much confidence, and like he can be like deceiving in some ways, but he's an incredible athlete, so it doesn't surprise me that much.
Me personally, I was a little bit caught off guard. We had like what I thought was some high flyers on our team kind of entering in with Ed. Obviously, Ed didn't get to participate last year, but with Jalen, Kende, JP was probably like third on my list. And then once he did a little between the legs dunk, I was totally caught off guard. Like he says, JP does a lot of things that you just be like, what? Like, how did he even do that? Like he said, he's deceiving, but he's extremely athletic. So at the end of the day, just some of the stuff you see him do just become like a what? How did he do that? But it's just like a normal type thing nowadays.
That's JP for you.
Yeah, basically.
That being said, with JP, like last year he was behind Remy a little bit. Remy being senior, and with his defensive ability, JP didn't play as much. This year he's going to play more minutes, and when you look at how other teams have to match up with you guys, you have to account for Ed and Trayvon on the perimeter also. Do you guys expect JP to be a real problem for team's third best defender?
Oh, definitely. Yes, I personally felt like JP was a problem last year. I felt like everyone on the perimeter is a problem. But as far as JP goes, he's definitely aggressive. He's confident, and he's a really good scorer. Like, he's really deceptive, and he does a really good job of putting the ball in the basket.
He's been filling up the cup in practice. He's been filling it up. So that's definitely great things to see, like, moving forward. I think personally he's going to be a great scorer for us. I mean, he can, like I said before, he's very deceptive, but he's really talented, and he's really athletic, and he can really shoot. He can score bunches, for sure.
RaShid, obviously this team's going to get a lot of preseason attention considering how good this team was last year and how many guys are coming back this year. How much does the team accept now that role as one of the top 10, top 15 teams in the country, what seems like on a yearly basis?
Well, our outlook for the season, our goals never changes. Coach Mack does a good job of keeping us level-headed. I mean, last season, the guys earned everything that they were given, that they had ended up accomplishing. This year is kind of more so teams are kind of, putting us on a front point and making us like a vocal point, but we want to just stay hungry, stay with that same mentality that we had last year going into the season, and just not really fall into the hype that we're getting this year, per se.
Is that talked about, the hype that's around this program and not kind of buying too much into that kind of hype?
Yeah, Coach Mack, like, he makes a big point on it, and he says, like, pretty much that we shouldn't buy into this hype. We have to create our own name. Like, every time we step on the floor, we got to go out there and we got to prove, that we not necessarily belong, but that, we can handle everything that is given to us. And so I think that with us, we take that a little personal, and we go out there every day in practice. Like, we try to give our all and do the best that we can. And this season, like RaShid said before, like, our goals don't change. So our goals will be the same, win the Big East, regular season, and the conference tournament, and compete for a national championship.